Let's solve this question. Find the sum of two numbers which are greater than 29 and have HCF and LCM as 29 and 4143 respectively. So they are saying that highest common factor of two numbers is 29 and the least common multiple of two numbers is 4147. Then they are asking us what is the sum of those two numbers. If you assume that the two numbers are A and B, right? So I told you that generally HCF is going to be a number less than these two or the least among these two. Therefore, you can assume that, see, it can either be A or B, or it can be a number less than this, which means you can assume that 29 is here, right? So what does it mean? 29 divides A as well as 29 divides B, right? And what about LCM? LCM is the least common multiple, which means it can either be one of these two numbers or a number greater than that, right? So which means if you assume that 4147, it is going to be here a number greater than this, or like this. So what does it mean? These two numbers divided. And also we have one more property, that product of the two numbers will be equal to LCM into GCD, right? So using that, and one more thing, this property is applicable only when there are two numbers, right? So what is that I am saying is, product of two numbers A into B will be equal to product of the HCF and LCM. This property will be applicable only when you are talking about two numbers. If you take three numbers, you cannot apply that property. But since only two numbers are given here, you can apply that. So what does it mean? 4147 into 29, right? And we also know that 29 is a factor of A as well as B. So what can I write? I can write A as 29 into X and B as 29 into Y, right? Why? Because 29 is a factor of A and 29 is a factor of B. That is why I will write like this. Okay, now you can substitute in place of A and B these two numbers and find out what could be relation between X and Y. So 29 into X into 29 into Y is equal to 4147 into 29. Now you will get that X into Y equal to 143. So 4147 divided by 29 is 143. Now what does it mean? So, and also you know that X and Y are natural numbers, right? So X and Y can be, X comma Y can be either 1 comma 143 or it can be 11 comma 13, right? So either this one or this one, right? Now what will be the numbers, what would have been the original numbers if they would have been 1 and 143, X and Y? Then one number will be 29, right? See, if X and Y are like this, I am talking about A comma B. Then A comma B will be equal to 29 into X and 29 into Y, or 29 into 143 and then 29 into 1. Anyway, you are going to get it as one of the number is 29 into 1 and the other number is 29 into 143, right? But then they are saying that the two numbers are greater than 29. If you see this, the two numbers are greater than 29. Now if you take this combination, this might not be the answer. The reason is one of the number is not greater than 29. So because of this number, this cannot be the combination for X and Y. The other combination is 11 and 13. This must be the combination. Therefore, if the numbers are if the X and Y are 11 and 13, what would be the original numbers? The original numbers would have been 29 into 11 and 29 into 13. Now we are talking about this sum. So find the sum of two numbers is asked, which means you have to find out the sum of A plus B. If you find out A plus B, 29 into 11 plus 29 into 13, you are going to get it as 696. Okay, fine.
Hi, if you are planning to do masters, then doing masters abroad is better than doing masters in India. I'll give you all the reasons. So, first reason is, out of 1 lakh students who take GATE every year, there are only 500 seats in old IITs. So all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%, and IITs universities better than IITs. They have very good acceptance rate like 30%, 40%. But all the IITs put together have an acceptance rate of 0.5%. And if you are working hard to get into IIT Bombay's ranking is 177 and IIT Roorkey's ranking is 400. If you are happy to get into IIT Roorkey, then getting into universities better than IIT Roorkey is easier compared to getting into IIT Roorkey. And looking at the salaries for computer science, for software jobs, if you have done your masters in computer science in US, the salaries are ranging from 80 lakhs per year to 1.2 crore per year. So even if you take an average of 1 crore per year, your savings will be much higher than the salaries in India. After taxes and your cost of living, you can easily save 40 to 50 lakhs per year. And in India, the maximum jobs that you get is around 30 lakhs. So your savings will be much greater than the salaries in India. And these are all the services that we provide. University shortlisting. So depending on your profile, we will shortlist what are the universities that you have to apply, and statement of purpose building, and then LOR guidance, and GRE and English test assistance, and education loan assistance. So you don't have to have any collateral, which means without any security, now you can get education loan. Getting education loan is very simple these days, and whatever the amount of fee that you have a range of universities. You can apply for 10 lakh universities, 20 lakh universities, or 50 lakh universities. But whatever it is, you are going to get complete education loan, and you can pay off your education loan in 1 year after you get a job. And then we do visa assistance, mock visa interviews, and then connecting with the university alumni. So now you might ask why we should join Game of Visas. So the answer is we have 90% success rate, 99% success rate. And these are all the destinations that we guide the students to. So we guide students to any country that you want to go. So now it is not just USA. We guide to UK, Germany, Australia, Canada. So we guide students to all the countries. We work with all the destinations. And if you are interested in going abroad, you have to just drop us a message on this WhatsApp number 9494 555 454. Okay, thank you.